Hello. Thank you very much for paying attention to our review. We will analyze the current performance of the corporation Levi Strauss & Co., ticker LEVI. This review is based on current data as of June 27, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets company Levi Strauss & Co. belongs to the subcategory Clothes. 91 companies take part in the assessment. This is very representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. A little further we will study each indicator in a little more detail. If necessary, you can pause the video. You can study each indicator of the corporation in question carefully. Access to the table with the structure of company tickers is absolutely free and open. Well, friends, we will finally begin. Market capitalization of the company Levi Strauss & Co. Levi, valued at $9.22 billion. And the market capitalization of the subcategory is $593 billion. Levi Strauss & Co. accounts for a share of 1.556% and is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.5 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $98 billion. Levi Strauss & Co. constitutes a share of 0.509%. Having made a comparison of the shares of stock exchange and balance sheet capitalization, we can see the following. Occupied share Levi Strauss & Co. in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 1.556%. The balance sheet capitalization is 0.509%. Which is 67% less than the market capitalization share. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Overall company assessment Levi Strauss & Co. will be presented at the end of the video. Please look at the progress of the study in full. The company has financial liabilities of $0.545 billion. Debt to book value is 109% of the company's capital. Result on the level of the company's financial liabilities. Bad, -1 point. The balance of the company's stock price to its profit corresponds to 74.8. The average for the subcategory is 26.5 and this is 65% higher than the average for the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market value to profit ratio in comparison within the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $124 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are tentatively expected to be $222 million. Which is 79% more than now. Assessment of projected future profits in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The company's price-to-revenue balance is 1.5. The average for the subcategory is 1.5, which is 0% higher than for the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock market value to revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $6,050 million. Projected revenue for the next 12 months is tentatively expected to be $10,830 million. Which is 79% more than now. Assessment of the estimated future sales volumes in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. If you are interested in this analytics, in this case, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. Thank you for your important subscription. The margin is 2.1%, with an average for the subcategory of 5.6%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 3.6%. Marginality assessment in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 1.105%. This is 41% less than the share of market capitalization. And this fact reflects the discrepancy between the current exchange value of the company Levi Strauss & Co., rather towards revaluation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the company is equal to $483,000. Whereas for the subcategory it is $343,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's performance is 40.8%. Estimation of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per employee is $6,500. With the average in the subcategory, $13,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 50%. Estimation of profit per company employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's revenue per employee is $317,000. By subcategory $230,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 38%. Estimation of revenue per company employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Shares for sale correspond to 10%, with an average for the subcategory of 8.6%. This is an indicator of a possible short squeeze. Indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 52% for the company Levi Strauss & Co. For the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is approximately 47%. Potentially, securities of the subcategory are valued in the same way as company shares Levi Strauss & Co. Levi. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares Levi Strauss & Co. and subcategory shares. We can see that over 12 months the stock Levi Strauss & Co. Levi showed a change of 59.6%. Against price dynamics in the subcategory of 11.4%. This doesn't say anything definitively, but we need to keep this fact in mind. Before announcing the final grade, please make your assessment of the company's shares Levi Strauss & Co. Levi in the comments to this security assessment. We review all comments and try very hard to respond to almost every comment. The total result is minus 1.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 1.6 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire stock market as a whole, we can see that the average result for the entire stock market as a whole is 0.4 points. Against a score of minus 1.5 points for the company Levi Strauss & Co. Levi. Let's look at the order table. It is available to you. A link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all previously made decisions by the information system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on stock analysis, Levi Strauss & Co. Levi. Information and reference system for stock valuation guru. Markets. A decision is made. Do not open an order due to Levi Strauss & Co. Levi, not the most undervalued company in the subcategory. Thank you so much to the public for watching this video and for using the information system from Guru.Markets. You are the coolest audience.